Everyone, welcome back to Double TV. This is the Manchester United versus Burnley preview. So yeah, we're back. Manchester United are back after a month and a half away because of the World Cup, and of course, congratulations to Lisandro Martinez, who's officially a World Cup winner now. So now our centre back pairing is up Varane and uh, Sandro centre back pairing. So now we have World Cup winners as a centre back pairing. This is very nice. So yeah, done. Right. So yeah, Manchester United versus Burnley in the Carabao Cup. It's been a long time since we've talked about Manchester United, but now we're back. And yeah, so we faced them in the Carabao Cup. Uh, it is Burnley. It is bloody Burnley. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, if we win this, I believe we go to the quarterfinals, and it would be nice to get to win a Carabao, get to win the Carabao Cup, and let's see what happens with that. Burnley are very defensive side, of course. We're not gonna face them in the Premier League this season because we're in the Champions League this season, but I'm pretty sure they still have remained the defensive side, right? Even after they go on to the Championship. So yeah. It's going to be a tough game for sure. And I'm pretty sure a lot of Manchester United's first team players won't be available because the World Cup literally just ended a few days ago. So I think we will use our reserve team, and we'll have to hope that that our reserve team will be enough to compete with Burnley. And Burnley would want to. They're probably going to put out a strong team for this game. So also Vincent Company, I believe, is the manager of Burnley, I believe. Uh, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he is actually. Wait, let me just check. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure he's manager of Burnley. He is Vincent Company, former Manchester City manager. So former Manchester City legend, but he is a Manchester City legend managing Burnley against Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. Gonna be interesting to see what happens. So yeah, I mean, without further ado, let's just get to the lineups. I don't really want to make this a long preview because I think it's a game that's not you can't talk much about it. It's a Carabao Cup game at the end of the day, so yeah. And goal, I think David here. Also, David here might get a new contract. I think it seems like that we will extend his contract, which I like because I want him to stay. Centre back betting for in the front row, neither of them will be available. I'm pretty sure Maguire will be available, so I suppose it would have to be Lindelof and Maguire because both of them are available. Lindelof and playing the World Cup, and Maguire was like England were not kind of a World Cup like a few weeks ago, I believe. So I'm pretty sure he's back in training with Manchester United right now. Right back, I think actually I'm Bissaka because Diego Drogba apparently wasn't part of training today for the main team session. So I'm just putting him on Bissaka to be safe. Left back, Luke Shaw, I'm pretty sure will start. Casemiro, I believe, will start. He'll be available, I believe. Then I guess McTominay or Fred. I guess McTominay. And Cam, Bruno Fernandes. Of course, no Ronaldo anymore. So yeah. Off the right, Sancho is not back. Rashford is there. I guess Rashford off the left. Sorry. Garnacho off the right. Has he been added? I don't think Garnacho's been added. Yeah. Let's put on Garnacho's here. That striker, Anthony Martial. So yeah, that's the starting 11 that I would pick for this game against Burnley. We're at Old Trafford as well. Sorry if I forgot to mention that. So I have Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Ronaldo Masaka, Luke Shaw, Casemiro, Tom McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, and Alejandro Garnacho. And of course, this game would be very interesting. Getting Fon Carabao Cup would be really nice. Going to be interesting to see what happens in the January transfer window as well, because apparently we're close to getting Cody Gakpo, and if we could get Cody Gakpo in January, that would be a fantastic signing. And a free replacement to Cristiano, considering the explosive World Cup he just had with the Netherlands. And he's also had a fantastic season with PSV, so I think he'll be fantastic. So yeah, really happy that. Also very happy that they could get a new deal. I'm really happy about that. So yeah, I'm really happy that the Manchester United I think will stay. Uh, so I'm really happy that they will stay. And apparently Marcus Thuram is a player that we could go for because apparently there's been a cut in price on Thuram. But then another striker in summer seems unlikely, so I'm not sure because I'm pretty sure I think he has 6 months left in his contract in Germany, so we could get him on a cheap, but then we couldn't. But then we won't be able to get him in. But then we won't be able to get a world class striker in the summer. So yeah, that's a problem. And also, I just want to shout out Eric and Hage. The managerial work he's done during this World Cup was fantastic. You know, he sent Sancho to Netherlands to get some exclusive training. He sent he's brought in both psychologists to help players deal with the physical and mental issues. So I know it's absolutely fantastic what he's been doing at Manchester United. And of course, the sale of Manchester United is something that will be, of course, a huge thing for the club. It'd be interesting to see what happens with the sale of Manchester United. I think right now, I mean, for me, Sergen Ratcliffe would be the most preferable one because he's a Manchester United fan. However, whether he has the funds to fully invest in Manchester United and make us succeed again, I don't know about that. There's been talks from Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, apparently Apple as well. Not sure. I mean, I don't think it'll happen. It might. Let's see. Also, Apple and Amazon. I mean, if Apple and Amazon buy us, would be freaking rich, like very, very rich. But yeah, let's see what happens with that. So the sale of Manchester United is expected to go through. I think by March. I think the sale of Manchester United will go through, and that'll be fantastic for us. And I'm just so happy that the Glazers will finally leave. What they've done is they've come to Manchester United, they bought us on depth, they took the depth with Manchester. Now what's happened is they're gonna leave with zero depth because like Manchester United's normal value will be around 5 or 6 billion. They're gonna add almost a billion more because of all that depth. So the new owners will have to pay all that depth, and then the Glazers will be debt free and have a shit ton of cash. So it's pretty clever, to be honest, by the Glazers. I don't like admitting it, but fine. Freaking fair play to your brats. It is clever. And they've obviously the Super League and so many other things. Very poorly managed. The club's been very poorly owned by them. And I'm so happy that the rain will finally be over. And yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all the players who played at the World Cup. Oh yeah, we could talk about each player's World Cup performances. Each Manchester United player World Cup performances. Wait. World Cup. Wait. So there are 14 Manchester United players who are playing in World Cup 2022. I think that excludes Cristiano Ronaldo, does it? Hold on, I'm just checking. Yes, it does. Oh, wait, no, sorry. 13. No, it's 15, sorry. 15 Manchester United players. So, but I will talk about Ronaldo as well because he is a former Manchester United player and he just left. Ronaldo, I'll first talk about him. So yeah, Ronaldo scored 1 goal. Didn't really have a lot. I think could have got very least close to getting a second goal against Uruguay. Apart from that, I mean, Santos didn't really use him. He's sacked now, Santos. So I'm happy to see because I didn't think he was a good manager, to be honest. I mean, after that medical he did with Portugal in 2016, he's not managed the team well at major international tournaments. That's for sure, in my opinion. So, yeah. But Fernandez, I mean, I would say he gets into team of the tournament, in my opinion. I mean, in the World Cup, when you look at his overall stats in the World Cup, he has some pretty good stats in the World Cup. I mean, if you look at it, I'm just getting it up here. But yeah, stats. Yeah, tied with Griezmann, Kane, Messi, and Perisic for most assists in the tournaments. He was second, tied with Harry Kane for most goals and assists in this World Cup. Had a fantastic World Cup with Portugal, and yeah, he was great. Diego Dalot was also fantastic at right back, got an assist as well, I believe, in the game against Switzerland, I believe. And he might have got an assist in another game as well. Fantastic World Cup from him. Luke Shaw at left back had a pretty good run with England. Got an assist in the first game, I believe. Might have got an assist. Might have got another assist or two. Maguire solid at the back for England, had a very good World Cup. Rashford scored a brace in the World Cup game and scored in the game against Iran 3 World Cup goals. Fantastic World Cup from Marcus Rashford. Fred was decent for Brazil. When he came on, he did a good job. Anthony was okay as well. Casemiro, one of Brazil's best players. I mean, that goal against Switzerland, the way he took charge of the midfield for Brazil in games was fantastic. Eriksen, I mean, he had probably, I would say you could say he had you could say him and Malacia probably had the weakest World Cup start. Malacia as well didn't play or playing for the Netherlands, I believe. And Eriksen did get playing time, but Denmark was very poor. But I'm pretty sure Eriksen didn't really play didn't really play very badly. Pretty sure Eriksen. I'm pretty sure he was okay for Denmark. Last year didn't really get a lot of game time at all. So I can't really say anything about him. Facundo Pellistri, very impressive from Facundo Pellistri to be a starter. And it's a Uruguay we're talking about. They're not a minor nation. They're a pretty decently sized footballing nation. And Pellistri is a starter for them, and he played pretty decently well from what I've heard. Then of course we get to two big names. Sandro Montrez and Rafael Varane, of course, starting centre back for France for most of this World Cup. Rock saw that at the back with him, had a fantastic World Cup. Sandro Montrez, World Cup winner. Whenever he was called upon by Argentina to do a job, he always did a job. Against Australia, last minute block to get Argentina to get Argentina to win. Fantastic from him. So yeah, I mean, I think that's all I talk about. Finally, score predictions. Gonna go for the tournament to Manchester United, anyways, guys, I think that's all for today's video. A bit shorter than usual, but it's Carabao Cup game, and I think it's our first video back, so I don't make it too long. Unfortunately, guys, I will not be watching this game because I mean, this is just ridiculous. The Carabao Cup games are at ridiculous times for me. So unless it's an actual important game and we get fall into the Carabao Cup, I will not be watching Carabao Cup games because it's just way too late for me. I mean, the United one is let me just see. It's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I guess. The day after tomorrow, 1:30 a.m. I'm not getting up. I mean, actually depends. I mean, Thursday I might have a holiday, so I guess I could. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. So yeah, I might do watch it on, I might not. We'll see. Also, City was Liverpool as well in the Carabao Cup. That's gonna be insane to see. And both teams just coming back from the World Cup, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And shout out to Enzo Fernandez, by the way, young player for tournaments. And shout out to Emiliano Martinez as well, the Golden Glove, fantastic. And I mean, Ragnick, like seriously, Alvarez and Enzo Fernandez are probably the two best youngsters in this World Cup. And Ragnick wanted us to go for them, but both said no. And I kind of why they said no. But still, if it's got Alvarez and Enzo, that would have been so good for us. And of course, shout out to Lionel Messi. I will say right here, as a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, as a massive Cristiano Ronaldo fan, Lionel Messi, one of the greatest footballer of all time, winning the World Cup. And I always said, if Messi won the World Cup, he's the greatest of all time. And what has happened? And the first player to win 2 golden balls of the World Cup, and he's broken so many records with this World Cup. It's just fantastic, just incredible. Shout out to Kylian Mbappe as well. Really unlucky for the final. I mean, to score a hat trick and still not win the game really must be heartbreaking for them. But he's still, I mean, at age 23, as the most ever World Cup final goals out of any player. Second ever player to score a hat trick in the World Cup final, and he has 8 goals in the World Cup. And I believe he's like what 5 or 6 World Cup goals away from breaking the record. This is ridiculous at his age. Not even 5 or 6, 4 or 5, I believe. So yeah. So that's all. Yeah. Anyways, guys, it's all for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be notified when we have the next video. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.